My name is Pranav Ramesh, and this is my IST 261 Assignment 2-4 Chatbot project. In this project, the goal was to add support for more complex query response. So, for example, if a student starts up with a question, in the real world, we'll ask follow-up questions. So our goal was to replicate this in a chatbot fashion. As a reminder, this project this is mainly used to resolve IT issues for Penn State students. The idea is that this acts as the first layer of support. So first, I'm going to kill the existing thing, and I'm going to run the program again. So here we have a nice, clean, intuitive UI. It's very simple, and it even says, "Welcome to the Penn State IT bot. We are." You'll notice immediately we have a placeholder here, some suggestions on what the user could enter. I'm going to start off with hello. It's not going to respond, "How are you doing?" It's just going to say hello and give a basic introduction. And it's going to offer how it can help. So a typical query might look something like, I'm having an issue with my device, right? So I'm having an issue with my computer. And it's going to ask for the specifics. It's going to ask, what specific issue are you experiencing with your computer? And it's going to show the domain, the intent, being troubleshoot device. And it identifies the type of device, right? So now I'm going to say my computer is running slow. And it's going to say, I understand you're having trouble with your computer. And it's going to identify the issue, and it's going to say slow issue. And then it's going to say, offer some basic troubleshooting steps. And restart your computer, check all the cable connections, ensure all software is up to date. And it's going to ask, did these steps help you? And then I could just say something like, no, and wait for it to finish up its response. For some reason, if I interrupt it, it kind of cascades the text. You'll see. I'm not going to show you that, but it causes a weird visual glitch. Okay, I guess interesting. It should have done something. I wonder if it, okay. Guess that part doesn't work. But either way, so that's kind of example of that, right? You also have you also have different greetings, right? So I can ask it something like, so say you're having to reset my password, and it's going to give you the steps to reset your password. It's going to give the steps, right? And do that whole thing, right? So now I can also do something like, I need to install software on my computer. Or maybe that's not the... Okay, so where can I install? Let her finish it up. Man, I'm really regretting adding this typing effect now because it's dramatically slowing my results. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, I see why. Where can I install? There we go. So it's going to say you can download Microsoft Office from software.psu.edu. Right? So now if I say something like, where can I, or how can I connect to the Wi-Fi? I'll give the steps to connect to the Penn State Wi-Fi. So like ED-ROAM, etc., etc. So Okay, there we go. That's what how do I install software, right? And let's say you can download Microsoft Office from software.pcu.edu using your Penn State account. Just actually ask for the software name. Let's see. Okay, either way, we can see that the other intents work, right? So, I mean, that is a strange bug, though. But we do see that it is working for some things. I think it's like some small bug. I think it has to do with the original code I had for, because it would always talk about Microsoft Office, but I don't even think me removing this here will change anything. To install software you can download. Yeah, it's very intent on Microsoft Office. Anyway, I'm spending time for no reason. So the dialog manager and dialog state table, it's pretty much whatever you guys had, whatever files you guys had, right? The thing is, I just tweaked it so it would work for my case, right? So the troubleshoot device, right, the one that actually worked properly. The idea is, if they have a value of device type, it's gonna return ask device info, right? So this will be obviously handled by the whatever other function we have, right? So it's going to say if you have the issue type, it'll ask for issue details, right? So in this case, it's like, what's the issue? We said it's slow, right? And it picked up the device info just right off the bat because we said it's a computer, right? It's not a phone or anything. And then it'll try to escalate to the support, if something doesn't go right. Like, I mean, assuming you've been through all these steps and it doesn't work. And then you also have the unknown intent. That happened when we said hello. But yeah, so we also have the reset password information as well. So this table, this is where we actually have the actual return values for each case, right? Some of them, I try to keep it, unique, so you have a different introduction every time. It's not boring and bland. I guess I could show this thing here. So, we have a hash table, and we're just keeping track of everything in there. Oh yeah, the provide troubleshooting. I'll explain it a little more in depth here. So here we're keeping track of the device type as a string, right? And then, based on whatever they say, we're going to append, I understand you're having issue with the device name. And if we know the issue type, we'll append it there. If not, we won't. And then it'll send back the troubleshooting steps and everything. Something else I'm forgetting. Yeah, I mean, the rest of this is pretty self-explanatory. And then for the UI, I think I went into it, but I have done quite a bit of tweaks to it. If it will let me, there we go. So, this is like the stuff for the placeholder. We set the foreground, help connect to Wi-Fi. One thing that I might add in the future is, if you've ever used ChatGPT in like the messages, it'll give there'll be like a typing effect for the placeholder, and then it'll like backspace out and introduce a new suggestion for what they can type. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think this is not Penn State enough. It should be probably a blue theme, add the Penn State logo and stuff like that. But yeah, we use the focus intent to clear the placeholder value. And you can type whatever. You could use the enter key, and then you can also do the send key. So that's pretty nice. Oh yeah, so this is the issue that I was talking about. So if you interrupt the bot when when it's typing, it'll kind of merge the responses together. So I think that would actually be a side effect of the typewriter effect I introduced. So you can kind of see how it creates a thread and then it appends the message and everything. So what essentially just adds a character by character, and there's like a slight millisecond delay. But yeah, that's how my bot works. Thank you.